You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Hello, my children. Let's get the humping. Welcome to Film Junkee Live on Wednesday, April 26th. Full Circle Eve. Although people are going to start arriving tomorrow, that's for sure. That's what's happening. But more details on that. That's going to be the main topic, of course. What's happening, guys? Thank you guys for clicking in. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to become a member. We do a members-only stream every Wednesday, so there'll be one after this. Probably a short one because I got to start preparing for this weekend for sure. So, but yeah, if you want to do that, do that. And then, of course, get all the sock meds around me. Follow me. Make sure you're following. I'm going to be trying to do content on all of it. I'm trying to throw stuff up this weekend. So make sure you're following me on that. Mainly Twitter, of course. Mainly Twitter, but, you know. I would just say, I suggest that, that's for sure. So, all right, who's out there, huh? Who's out there? We got Ryan right here. What's up, buddy? We got Mr. Eric Blake. What's going? All is as it should be. Okay. Jose, good to see you. I like and appreciate this content. Like this video. Thank you. And everybody else, hopefully, will do the same. We got Rez right here. Every time I rewatch the 89 Batman, I wish it had a bit more action. Yeah, but it was 1989, you know? What can you do? We got Miss Nighthawk, Steph, right here. She'll be at Sunday. She'll be there Sunday. So anybody going, she'll be there Sunday. Along with Mama Film Junkee. You'll be able to meet Mama Film Junkee Sunday for Zack Snyder's Justice League. So there you go. Ask for autographs, ask for pictures. The famous, the girlfriend and the mom. Whoa. Let's see, we got Eric Patterson right there. And we got Tiz I Sri right there, General Kenobi, yes. What's going on, Darkness Under the Wind? Good to see ya. All right, what else we got here? We got Droga. What's going on, Axel? Good to see you, buddy. We got Fear Jason here as well. All right, who else we got? Saggy's here. I had a headache, but I'm listening in. You had a headache or you have a headache? Past tense or present? Because if you don't have the headache anymore, you can watch. But if you do have a headache, don't watch. Because, well, or at least turn it down. I get a little sound. But anyways. All right. At least she didn't say I smelled. Let's see. Bringing back Tomahawk. Good to see you. All right. Who else we got? We got Mr. Southbound 110 right there. Good to see you, buddy. We got Nate Smith. Did you see the Dark Side bust from Queen Studios? It's huge, yeah. Those things are crazy and massive and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. So we got Mrs. Stephanie T right here. Howdy. Who else we got? We got Dane. What is happening? We got Mark. I am VU. Seen the Snyder Cut? Okay, I'm VU. I'm not sure what VU is. I'm really bad at acronyms. I'm bad at pronouncing last names and acronyms. You got to realize that. Something about me. What's going on, Mr. Venom? We got Tet right here as well. Always good to see you. And I think that's pretty much it. When it comes to that. But yeah, thank you guys for clicking in. Like I said, it was, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a stream today or a show today. But I thought, well, CinemaCon's still happening. And then I figured, you know what? This is the last Film Junkee Live before the Full Circle event. So let's talk about details when it comes to that. Because they finally released some details when it came to the screenings of the movies. And then I'm going to give you details about what we are planning or what we're going to be doing, on our side, I guess you could say. Well, we don't know everything fully, but mainly I'm just going to tell you exactly what's happening when it comes to like a fan meetup, when it comes to streaming, when it comes to all kinds of stuff. So we'll talk about that. And then, yes, we'll talk about, because today was Disney and Universal, their CinemaCon presentations. I mean, let's face it, seems like Warner Brothers is winning CinemaCon for sure, because yesterday was just absolutely crazy and insane. And then, hey, James Gunn did a little bit more talking about Superman Legacy. That's right. Anytime he talks about it and it's something a little bit different, hey, let's talk about it. So do that. And then, and then I'll probably just open it up for some questions too. since there's not a fourth topic, I'll open it up for some questions and just go back into the chat, and do that. Of course, super chats are always welcome, and geez, need to pay for this trip. Anyways, just kidding. But, well, I think good thing I didn't have to get a plane ticket. That's for sure. But I am going to be an Uber. That's for sure when it comes to this weekend. But anyways, yeah, we'll do some questions, like even in the chat, as well as, of course, Twitter and all that stuff. But yeah, we'll have some fun with that, and then we'll do a little members only stream right after this. So, all right, am I ready here? Okay, let's get to the tweets, huh? Let's get to these tweets and see what's happening. And we're going to start off with something that's pretty interesting that was mentioned yesterday. I don't think I really talked about it, but I'm hoping that we can actually see something with this. Andy Muschietti says, first assembly cut of The Flash was a 4-hour movie. Yes, bring it. Let's do this, Andy. Come on. Yes. I mean, assembly cut's an assembly cut, so I'm sure he's still got to tighten it up a little bit, but I'm really hoping there's going to be a director's cut. I want there to be a director's cut for the movie. We're going to get an ultimate cut. Are we going to get something like that? Something, I mean, like I told you guys yesterday, from what I heard, my information is that The Flash has a runtime of 2 hours and 23 minutes with credits. So I'm just kind of wondering if we're going to get something like this, but Mr. Andy Muschietti did talk about that yesterday. So, hey, release the Muschietti cut. I wonder if there's things that were, I'm wondering what got put on the cutting room floor. Sorry, one of my Funko Pops just fell down right now. But, yeah, I really want to, please, ultimate cut. Why not? I mean, it's smart. Even Zack Snyder, when he was talking to the Russo brothers last week on Pizza Film School, he talked about how there's always, it seems like when it comes to the contract, there's always talks about a director's cut. And he loves the director's cut because what director doesn't love their cut of the movie? I mean, I guess when it comes to Ridley Scott, not Ridley Scott, yeah, and when it comes to the Blade Runner, when it comes to Blade Runner, sometimes you gotta figure out which one is he actually like. Anyways, but it always seems like there's always something built in when it comes to that. And it's pretty smart given the fact that BVS, he said about 80% of the revenue that BVS got was from Ultimate Cut sales, because people were going, oh yeah, this movie is better, way better. So hopefully there'll be a director's cut or some kind of Ultimate Cut, a Flash cut, a Speed Force cut, whatever you want to call it for The Flash. I don't mind it at all. And then, of course, more reactions were coming in. The Flash was incredible, full of heroes, heart, humor, and hope. And I cried several times. That's right, we got people crying in this thing. I can't even believe some of what I saw on the big screen. Y'all are in for a treat. And then we had Jenna Bush, who said The Flash is pretty great, and it makes sense to me now why DC didn't shelve this one. Michael Keaton is chef's kiss. I didn't realize how much I needed Keaton's Batman in my life. Some really emotional moments here. Sasha Kaya is awesome. I want to see more of her. Now, what's kind of funny is I saw people, because there's there's obviously, when it comes to the Snyder fandom, there's people that are actively they want people to boycott, kill this movie. Then there's people who are like, yeah, do what you want, but fuck this movie. There's another category of people who are just not looking forward to this movie. And, it is kind of funny, because I think I brought it up yesterday when it came to the whole David Zaslav thing, saying that it's the greatest superhero movie that he's ever seen. And everybody's just the people who are not excited for it, and I could tell, because it's people I follow and I know they're not excited for it. They, of course, had to remind people that David Zaslav is the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery. And of course, he's going to say that. And it's yes, I know, of course. But the fact that he used that wording, and the fact that James Gunn has used a wording too to really say it's one of the best. And then all of a sudden you had a bunch of critics or a bunch of people who were there at the screening yesterday say that it could be one of the best superhero movies at all time. It's just it was kind of interesting. But obviously, if you're not excited for the movie, you think it's just a piece of shit. You're talking shit about the visual. I've seen it on the timeline. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It seems like they're just oh yeah, well, these same critics said the same thing. The same people said the same thing about Wonder Woman 84, and I'm just Okay. Or they said the same thing about Shazam, or say that they said the same thing about Birds of Prey. You know, because there's always is that buzz, and I will give that to the argument, to the fact that you got to see a movie early. Yes, I've done that too. I mean, I praised Justice League when I first saw it, you know, because I got to see it early and I wanted it to be something magnificent, and I was hoping that it wasn't going to be a shit sandwich. And if you go back and see my first reaction, and I did a follow-up video, and then even my review, I was like, I was just being as optimistic as possible. Yeah, sure, that does happen. But at the same time, I'm just looking at the wording, and the fact that people are really going into detail when it comes to these reactions. I mean, look at even Christian right here. Look at the look on his face, out of the theater reaction. And he even said right here, Christian Harloff, he said, man, The Flash packs a punch. It has emotion, action, and great performances. Truly an emotional experience that feels like it has a real purpose. So, I mean, I'm just looking at the wording, okay? So when people are bringing up other first reactions, I'm looking at that wording, and that wording is not as strong and detailed as the wording for The Flash. That's the thing. That's what I'm looking at. So stop trying to utilize the fact that, yes, people do get excited, the fact that they get to see things early, as trying to shit on a movie that you're not excited for. I just don't understand that. I don't know. That's just me. I don't understand it. So Scott Mann said, The Flash is awesome, one of the very best DC movies. Because why would any actual critic who's been around for a while just put that statement out there? I mean, they don't usually do that. I don't think anybody said Wonder Woman 84 is one of the best DC movies ever. I don't think I ever saw that. I don't think I've really seen that at all. A perfect blend of action, heart, and humor. So many wow and chilling-inducing moments that longtime DC fans will love. Ezra Miller is superb, twice actually, and Michael Keaton still got it. So just more stuff like that. So many different things. And even Ed Boon. That's right, Mortal Kombat's Ed Boon also said, as a Flash fan since childhood, I had the pleasure of seeing an early screening of the Flash movie last night. What a ride. Easily one of my favorite DC movies. When people keep on saying best, favorite, I mean, it's just kind of telling you something here. That's all. I got to see it again. So, and again, I don't think they were saying that about Birds of Prey or Shazam or Black Adam or anything like that. They weren't saying that. So what you got to kind of look at it right there. Oh boy, Andy Signor. Oh, so this is pretty funny right here because, there's a video that, because sadly, Andy Signor, who, breaking news, guys, he's still a real douchebag. Anybody else know about, that he still is? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
What an idiot.
Anyways, so of course he got to go to CinemaCon, even though he's been rallying against The Flash because of all the Ezra stuff. So he got to see an early screening of it and everything. I don't even know what he thought about it. I really don't care. But somebody was passing this around right here that that Jeremy Jahns was there. He took a picture with him, of course, but Jeremy Jahns flipped off the camera that he was doing because I don't even want to play the video because it's very annoying. I really it's just really annoying. I'm pretty sure you guys saw this right here. So I saw this come across my feed, and I was just like, oh yeah, I would do the same. If I saw that, I would just flip them off too because it's Andy Signor. And then what's pretty funny about it is the fact that he responded. That's right. So I woke up this morning, and Mr. Signor, he responded to my tweet. He responded, and basically, here's the tweet right here, because he blocked me, so I couldn't pull up the tweet. But this is what he said right here. So salty and jealous, you follow and share a literal psychopath, obsessed stalker of mine that makes shit up about my kids. Disgusting and pathetic. Also, hate to break it to you, but Jeremy and I are good. Oh, and R.I.P. Cinderverse. It's official now. Thank God. And then somebody actually responded with something that's pretty clever right there. Talking about how he's like he's gross and everything. He's a sex pest, by the way. Anyways, but it is pretty funny because good old Andy. I mean, first off, salty and jealous? Not really. I think a lot of us kind of assumed that Jeremy Jahns was being playful because we actually like Jeremy Jahns. We do. We like Jeremy Jahns. A lot of people don't like you. It's fine, but of course you got the fan base. It's fine. It's whatever. You know, kudos on you. You built up your fan base, you know, shitting on Amber Heard like crazy. But you know, that's fine. You have all that right there. But when it comes to salty and jealous, no. I mean, if anything, I just feel bad for anybody who's around you. I'm sure the smell is, God even knows. God even knows what that smells like. Mustard and onions? I don't know. Who knows what that even smells like? But yeah, and the fact of the matter is that he actually had to, nobody tagged him in all that. He just ended up just in my mentions, and I was like, okay, somebody must have sent it to him, or he's actually looking for it. His ego is bigger than his waistline. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. Yeah, pretty big ego. Bigger than his waistline. So I'm just kind of like, okay, very interesting. And then, of course, I think he was referring to that person that I quote tweeted, which I don't even follow. Again, this is how stupid this guy is. I don't follow that person. I had no idea who that person was. I just saw the thing, and I just went, oh, yeah, I would actually do the same thing, you know? And then, of course, I was thinking he was talking about somebody else. And obviously, Miss Saggy Melons, who was in the chat earlier, she has done a lot of content, and I would say go to her channel to see exactly what she's posted about Mr. Signor, and maybe, you know, kind of get updated if you don't know what's going on, because, well, she's got some stuff that you didn't want to ever hear about or even see. That's for damn sure. When it comes to this guy right here, this creepo right here. So it was just kind of funny. And then, of course, he thought he stuck it to me. He really thought he stuck it to me when he said, R.I.P. Snyderverse. It's like, hey, hi, Andy, right here. Douchebag says what? Just saying that I'm not one of those people that always like puts out restore the Snyderverse. I don't want to sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. I think that's a poorly ran campaign. I'm actually looking forward to the future of what Zack Snyder's doing when it comes to Netflix, Rebel Moon, Armyverse, and then I'm actually looking forward to seeing what James Gunn does too when it comes to the DCU. So way to swing and a miss there again. And you shouldn't be swinging because you might pull something. You might fall down. I don't know. I just wouldn't suggest swinging at stuff like that. So again, guy just acts on pure impulse right there. And then, of course, right after this, he got into my DMs, started kind of saying stuff, and I just said, you're a moron. Get out of here. And then, of course, he blocked me right after that because he's a little bitch. That's right. That's just pretty much what it is. But
Get the fuck out!
There you go. My little run-in with Mr. Signor, Andy Signor. And odds are he's probably going to end up seeing this and try to sue me. He's going to threaten to sue me again or something like that. That's what he does. Yeah, that's called little dick energy. And if you followed Saggy's content, you know that's very true. All right, then. All right, then. So, yeah, I think he does have a stock answer for everything, but yeah, it was just kind of funny that he responded like that. And then try to crawl into the DMs, and I'm like, ooh, I've seen what happens when you crawl into people's DMs. Please don't do that. Anyways, all right, move it along. Something positive and something awesome. And yes, it's not going to turn into some beef thing. He blocked me, and I hope he keeps me blocked, and that's all that has to deal with. I don't need to be dealing with that guy anymore. But the Giants have won 4 games in a row, guys. That's right. I'm talking about the Giants right now. And Mr. Blake Sable, last night, you had 2 strikes on him. It was 2 outs, 4-3 Cardinals. Walk-off home run, baby. Walk-off home run. Bam!
High drive!
All right, I can't show too much because the MLB will copyright my shit. But yes, walk-off home run. You got to love it. I yelled out. I love it. I was yelled out. Sorry for my neighbors. Well, they hear me yelling all the time, but damn, I was like, yes, so freaking awesome. So you just got to love that. When your team walk-off home run, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, hashtag Dave versus Andy. Yeah, he's a literal abuser. Yeah, I mean, it's really like, if you guys don't know some stuff, man, I mean, it's amazing. And and I even told, the last thing I told him in my DMs before he blocked me, I said, like, I'm just going to laugh in the long run. And I said, well, I'm going to laugh harder because I'm laughing at you now. Yeah. When things catch up to that guy, I'm just going to laugh again. Again, and it's going to be sad because it's going to catch up to him again because we all remember that he got busted doing shady shit with ladies while married and stuff like that before he got outed, and he's, you know, so it'll most likely happen again because he continued to be, yeah. Anyways, okay. MCU Reign of Marvel Studios, a book by Joanna Robertson, Dave Gonzalez, Gavin Edwards will release on November 7th. So apparently they're going to be talking about all this. The book follows the rise and reign of Marvel Studios through more than 100 interviews with actors, producers, and directors. They should make this into a docu-series also. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, there's going to be a book coming out talking about the MCU and the craziness that is. And yes, guys, happy Alien Day. Today is Alien Day, so a lot of people are posting posters and whatnot from Alien and Aliens. Good stuff. Gotta love that. So I was retweeting some of that stuff today. This is awesome right here. Advertisement for Kill Bill. That was back in 2003. Pretty sweet. And yes, guys, there was a screening in London. So not only did the lucky people in Las Vegas who attended CinemaCon, they got to see The Flash, but people in London also got to see The Flash. And we got the Geek of Steel podcast, Luke Bug, right here, talking about his reaction to The Flash.
Well, the cat is out of the bag.
The cat is out of the bag. Nice hat, by the way.
I have seen the Flash movie. Thank you so much, Warner Brothers UK, for inviting me to London
Warner Brothers UK
to watch this film. I'm still looking for the right words to say.
What?
Looking for the right ways to describe what I've seen. But I am so excited to see this film again and to talk with you all about it. There's gonna be reviews, there's gonna be spoiler-free conversations and conversations that are filled with spoilers. But this film and everything and everyone that appeared in it was just amazing.
Look at that.
And I cannot wait to see it again.
So there you go. But he must have had that early access, fever, right? Again, see, just another positive review from somebody, and Luke is somebody that we've actually spoken. I would love to get him on the Vodka stream, but sadly, he does live in the UK, and the time difference has prevented that. We'll probably figure something out, but I've been wanting to talk to Luke for a bit. But yeah, there you go. I mean, even the dude who runs DC World also saw it as well, and I think I have that tweet somewhere right there. This is very interesting. Jackie Earl Haley, what's he doing right here? Posting this, this art that somebody made a while ago after it was announced that Michael Keaton was going to be part of The Flash. He put a quote right here. Some of us have always lived on edge. It is possible to survive there if you observe rules. Just hang on my fingernails and never look down. Huh? That'd be funny. Is there I would just wonder, the first thing that I thought about is is there any kind of Watchmen things that happen in the Flash movie? Is there any kind of something, multiverse? We're talking multiverse. I was just like, okay. Does he have a part in there? I don't know. So Jackie Earl, what are you doing, man? What are you thinking right there? What are you thinking? We got some Little Mermaid posters, not too shabby. Of course, we got Holly Bailey right there, and then of course we got Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, and then we got these whatever, I mean, what do we expect after the whole Lion King thing? What do you expect? They're gonna make these they're gonna make all the creatures look like the actual creatures, but they're gonna talk essentially. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just the way it is. And yeah, bitch. I say yeah, bitch, because Black Mirror is coming back, guys. Black Mirror is coming back. And they showed a trailer today, which looks obviously great. Look at that. That's why I said yeah, bitch, because Aaron Paul is in one of the episodes. So, got a good cast. There's some people right here. What's her name right there? Domino. Of course, drawing a blank on her name right now. But, I mean, they're There's some people in here, some recognizable people. Good cast happening. Selma Hayek is also in there as well. She's in one of the episodes. Kate Mara is going to be in one of the episodes. I mean, there's just like some interesting stuff. Yeah, no, not Sadie Beats. Isn't it Sadie? I don't know if it's Sadie. Yeah, Zazie Beats. Thank you. I was like, Droga, you're not right. So there you go. Thank you. Zazie Beats. But yeah, looks great. Cannot wait. It's been far too long since we've had some Black Mirror in our lives. So, and then, hey, we got Javier Bardem right here as King Triton right here. He looks really cool. I'll give it that. That looks pretty cool. But yeah, they released all the posters, and I was just like, whatever. All right, did anybody notice this? I didn't notice this. I mean, I did not notice this at all. But apparently, when it came to the Flash trailer yesterday, I totally didn't even see it. But apparently, we saw the old DC logo with the new DC logo. So just kind of showing that, yes, this is all over the multiverse when it comes to DC, especially live action. But yeah, the old DC logo was right in here, man. Look at that, just right there. They fit it right there before showing the new DC logo. Wow. Did not even notice that. But that's pretty freaking cool. You gotta love that. Super Mario Brothers movie is now crossed 900 million worldwide. Yes, expected to cross 1 billion this weekend, which of course it probably will. Joel Kinnaman is going to be in Neil Blomkamp's new movie called They Found Us. This film follows a father and daughter who undertake a camping trip in the Utah wilderness to heal their broken relationship, attacked by hostile extraterrestrial life form. Their lives, not just their relationship, are at stake as they fight with a humanoid beast to stop their abduction to an unknown and terrifying alien world. Yep, I'm all for that. That sounds amazing. That sounds awesome. It's Neil Blomkamp, for God's sakes. And we got some new Rise of Beast posters for Transformers. So we got that right there. Yeah, showing all the different beasts. Looks pretty cool. They're cool posters, I will say that. I definitely will say that. And then, yes, Fede Alvarez, if Twitter would actually work. There you go. He celebrated Alien Day by posting this right now. Obviously, we're going to be getting some awesome new content, hopefully, from Mr. Alvarez, who's filming an Alien movie. And that's what he did. He put a face hugger holding the slate right there. So that's cool. And then we got Gablu right here, who made an awesome 80s-inspired Flash poster. This is awesome. I like this. I would have this definitely on my wall, but I love this. I absolutely love this. I like how you put the symbols right there and everything, so that's a cool poster. Good on you. All right. We got Rico Jr. doing his Alien poster right there for Alien Day. That's cool. David Ayer will write and executive produce the upcoming racing series Lollipop alongside partner Chris Long, CEO of Cedar Park Studios. So this is the next thing that David Ayer will be working on. There is some kind of stuff when it comes to NFTs and stuff like that. Of course, he had to defend that because people just like to jump on people when it comes to NFTs. You know how it is. Hey, and speaking of Disney, Jarrell Jimerson, Chief Product Officer of Disney Streaming, has departed company amid ongoing layoffs. That's right. All the layoffs are happening when it comes to all that. So remember, that's happening. And yeah, look at the Muschietis right here. Of course, Barbara and Andy right there. I think we could say that they won. And then Jesus Christ, man, what's going on with Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx had been revived after a stroke on set. He had a stroke on set. Jamie Foxx, the dude who hasn't aged since we first seen him show up on In Living Color, or if you saw him stand up or whatever the fuck. Stroke. He had a stroke, and they had to revive him and everything. But apparently he's doing okay now. But man, it's just crazy. What the hell's going on with Jamie Foxx, man? Glenn Powell right here. Of course, we all know who Glenn Powell is now after Top Gun Maverick. He broke up with his girlfriend, Gigi Paris. And if you've been following what Glenn Powell has been filming down in Australia and who his co-star is, you understand. That's right, you understand. Miss Sydney Sweeney rom-com that was happening down in the land down under, and then all of a sudden you started seeing like after party photos, selfies, and videos and everything. You're like, oh yeah, that happened, and now now he broke up with his girlfriend. He's like, sorry. Okay, so he's kind of a douchebag like his character Maverick. What can he say? Hey, all right then. Here's a cool poster from Royalston. I really like this poster too for Alien. They're filming near your beach house? You have a beach house, Stroga? How freaking rich are you? And then this is a pretty cool poster right here from Spider Monkey. World's finest. Hey, because you never know who's going to show up as Superman in the Flash movie. You going to get some Brandon Routh? And then speaking of Alien Day, sadly, Sigourney Weaver says she won't be reprising her role as Ripley again, which she really doesn't need to. There was an Alien film that I really wanted to do with Neil Blomkamp, and we didn't get to do that. And we remember seeing Neil Blomkamp, he actually released concept art. Basically, it would have been what kind of like what Dark Fate, Terminator Dark Fate was doing, was like ignore the sequels. If you guys didn't know about the Neil Blomkamp Alien film, it was going to take place right after Aliens. It was going to take place right after that. So you're going to have Hicks, you're going to have Newt, you're going to have, like, all those people survive because, you know, Alien 3 just kind of took it into a weird direction. But the director's cut's pretty good. David Fincher, an early David Fincher movie, I would say watch the director's cut. Way better than the actual theatrical cut when it comes to Alien 3. But, yeah, they would have done something like that. We all wanted to see it, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? Ripley had her time. And then, of course, there was Alien Resurrection. Not that bad of a movie. Of course, it was Joss Whedon who fucking, ugh. But anyways, it was still not that terrible of a movie, I would say. I think it still kind of was not, it was decent. And then look at this. First look at Merry Little Batman. There's a Merry Little Batman animated film coming out. That's right. Look at this. So, hey, they're just going to keep on going through, you know, and trying to make as much Batman content as possible, and I'm okay with it. But the film follows Batman, Alfred, and young Damian Wayne, now known as Little Batman, as they navigate the fun and frustrations of life as a super family. The film will release on Prime Video alongside a spin-off series. So more Batman content coming up. It's fine. When is there going to be a casual Batman series? Well, Dave, you actually have to bring casual Batman back. You haven't done casual Batman in a year, so maybe bring him back and then do that. Yeah, I know. I do got to bring back casual Batman. I just kind of took a pretty long break after my last video that I did with him, but he'll come back one of these days. Yeah, CinemaCon, we got Saw X. Yeah, you know, you're just copying Fast X. My God. Filming for Venom 3 looks to begin in July in London, so that'll be happening soon. And then Alita Battle Angel sequel talks are underway, and producer John Landau assures Alita Army all is good. We might be getting this finally, guys. This might be something good. They plan to incorporate new technology and wow. Okay, I read that wrong. Sorry, I don't know how to read. They plan to incorporate new technology and techniques from Avatar: Way of the Water. I mean, obviously that movie just boosted the technology when it comes to this, but this is good. I mean, they keep on talking about of this being a possibility, but now we just got to get the frickin' studio to greenlight the shit out of this. My God, please, just greenlight it. But yeah, Alita 2 might be happening. And then here's me as how dare you, Fear Jason, because I know exactly what young Barry says right after this in the Japanese trailer. Yes, this is a shot from the Japanese trailer. There's my face as young Barry Flash. And right before he says, "Let's go! Let's go!" You guys know how much I hate that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Let's Go. What can I say? I'm a grumpy old man. Get off my lawn with that. Just the way it is. Everybody, it's overused. I talked about it yesterday. I don't need to talk about it again, right? So, of course, Mr. Fair Jason did that. How dare you, Jason? Okay, here we go. Zack Snyder Full Circle event. Cannot wait. That's right, guys. Well, we actually got some details now. Some people kept on asking me, like, hey, when are the screenings? What's happening? What's going on with the Q&A? What's going on? I was getting messages. I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're going to release it this week, though, because obviously they have to. And sure enough, they did. And this is great. And so now we know exactly when everything's going to be happening. And here we go right here. There we go. I'm glad I actually kept that drop up. Yay! We have it now, guys. Oh, cannot wait, cannot wait, cannot wait. All right, so this is when the live panel and Q&A is happening after the movie. So, Man of Steel on Friday, 8:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, you know, I was kind of hoping to do like a vodka stream that night, but apparently that's not going to happen. We might do like a vodka stream early morning. That's right, maybe a Hair of the Dog stream. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we might do like we're going to try to do some live streaming. It's not going to be happening, of course, when it comes to vodka, or unless we do it super late. I don't know. I don't think we're going to do that. Well, I'll talk about it with the guys, of course. But 8:45 p.m. Pacific time right there. And then, of course, when it comes to BVS, that's going to be a little earlier. So that's going to be at 6:15 Pacific time right there. And then when it comes to BVS night on Saturday, apparently that's when they're going to do the room. There's going to be like a room with people that are going to be able to podcast or live stream or whatnot. So that'll be a night where, yeah, that's going to be its own little thing where I'm going to hopefully be doing some live streaming. Scott will probably do some podcasting. I'm not sure, like, you know, who else is going to be doing some stuff like that, but hopefully we can get to talk to whoever's going to be, you know, going to be there and talk to Zach for a little bit. That would be pretty cool. And then, of course, when it comes to Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Q&A for Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be at 5:30. The screening's at 1, but of course you got to leave some time for some intermission, 4-hour movie. So there you go. And then, of course, when it comes to guests, I have no idea what the guest list is. I swear I don't. I mean, obviously, I know there's some people out there that are trying to scoop this stupid thing, to which I still say, fuck you for scooping events that is celebrating the fans and celebrating what we accomplished. And of course, you know, everybody doing it on the good of their heart. But I don't know what the guest list is. I'm hoping for some surprises when it comes to, you know, when I think about who could possibly be there. I mean, I think that I have a feeling that Michael Shannon might show up for Man of Steel. I wouldn't be surprised if he's around. I think he might. Now, when it comes to Henry Cavill, that's the big one. Henry Cavill, he just wrapped up filming the Guy Ritchie movie, so I don't know if maybe he'll be able to make it back. I mean, if Henry Cavill were to show up, that would be just insane. Still rocking that beard that he's rocking in that Guy Ritchie movie that he just filmed. Wouldn't that be sweet? But that would be cool. Remember, Henry Cavill did show up for the announcement of Zack Snyder Justice League and the Man of Steel, you know, Q&A, 3 years ago? He showed up for that. Might show up for this. Amy Adams, that would be sweet too. If she's around, wouldn't that be something pretty amazing if she actually showed up? I mean, I'm sure like stunt crews and maybe, you know, Larry Fong will probably be there, I'm guessing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody else that might be like showing up from that cast. I don't think Lawrence Fishburne, maybe he reached out to him. That'd be pretty insane. But then when it comes to BVS night, I mean, if it would be pretty sweet if Henry Cavill showed up on all 3 nights. I don't think that would be actually the case, but you know. But then when it comes to BVS night, I mean, I know, I think there was like somebody tried to scoop that Gal Gadot was going to be there. Who knows? I wouldn't put money on it, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe. You just never know. My expectations when it comes to this, I just want to watch these films. You know, hear Zach talk, watch these films with my friends and with fans alike. It's the best experience. Gonna watch the entire trilogy. That's all I really want. I mean, obviously, when it comes to guest list, I mean, that's all gonna be a nice little surprise, to be honest. And hopefully, like, if there is like a cool, I mean, we can make the rounds, get in. I mean, if Ben Affleck's there, man, that'd be just insane to talk to that guy for sure. But that would be pretty sweet. But then, of course, you have, I mean, I don't think Ezra is going to show up. You know, it would be cool, like, you know, crew members that could show up too. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Citrone. I'm pretty sure, you know, Rich Citrone will probably be there. He was at the first one. So we got that. But Ray Fisher, I wouldn't be surprised. Ray Porter, I'm sure that they will probably show up Sunday. Would not be surprised if they show up. That would be pretty sweet. Damien, what's his name? Probably would show up too. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to the guest list, it's Samantha Wynn. Yeah, she might show up too. Samantha Wynn might be there. I don't know if Ray Fisher's going to be there. I just wouldn't be surprised. I mean, obviously, it's like, I mean, I know, you know, Ray Fisher's doing his thing right now, but I just would not be surprised if he would show up. And Ray Porter does live in L.A., so I'm thinking that, hey, cool, we're gonna meet Ray, yeah, because I love talking to that guy, obviously. So yeah. When it comes to that, expectations, I know some people are hoping like you know, that he shows like the scene with Wayne T. Carr, which Wayne T. Carr probably will show up too. That would be pretty sweet to hear Zack and Wayne talk about the Green Lantern driveway shoot. That'd be pretty sweet to hear both of them talk about that, because we've heard from both. You know, I've talked to Zack about it. I've talked to Wayne about it. It'd be cool to see that. And then maybe they'll actually, if they show the footage, because, you know, there are people that are thinking that there's going to be a cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League, that they're just going to inject the Green Lantern scene into it and remove the Martian Manhunter scene. Yeah, that's right. There's people that think this. I don't know why. They just don't. They're in a fantasy world. They really are. But if anything, maybe he would show footage. That would be pretty sweet. It would be footage, of course, of Wayne T. Carr and the mocap PJs, and you know, all the green behind him. But maybe he could possibly bring something like that. Maybe there'll be something when it comes to more behind the scenes footage when it comes to Justice League or any of the other movies. You know, Zack likes to bring some really cool stuff, and I think he'll have some great responses to questions when it comes to the Q&A. Hopefully you guys are submitting your questions on Zack's post on Vero, so hopefully you're doing that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to this. When it comes to us now, when it comes to me and it comes to, you know, Steven and Scott, Andre's gonna be there Sunday. So when I'm talking about people who are like, you know, have like little channels and whatnot, I mean, when it comes to us, I mean, we're sharing like an Airbnb. There's going to be like some, you know, people, we're having a nice little Airbnb. You'll see some other people that you've seen, of course, on streams and whatnot, and probably seen their names when it comes to the fandom. But yeah, we're going to try to do as much live streaming as possible. Like I said, the Man of Steel one is going to go on pretty late, so don't expect a vodka stream that night, but we might do like a Saturday morning stream or something like that to talk about the event. And then when it comes to BVS night, like I said, I think that might be the night where we can actually get some interviews and talk to some people. So expect something like that. Hopefully, maybe live streaming or recorded stuff might be that too. I don't know, but I'm still waiting on word when it comes to that. So Saturday will be that. It'll be videos or streaming coming from the Art Center. And then when it comes to Sunday, I mean, obviously we're not going to be at the Art Center. It's going to be at the theater and whatnot. But I would say that night we will definitely be doing pretty much a Sunday vodka stream Sunday night after the event, and kind of just talk about the whole event. We'll have all of us, you know, you'll have me, Steven, and Scott and Andre. Phil is going to be there. We'll have I think Fear Jason. Yeah, Fear Jason's going to be there. We're gonna have all, you know, everybody. We'll have something happening on Saturday. So, and then when it comes to a fan meetup, so anybody who wants to meet up with us, we're thinking about doing something Saturday. When it comes to a meetup. And one of the meetup spot that we were actually thinking of was where the Jim Lee Batman statue is, and then of course the new Wonder Woman statue. We were thinking about doing something there. I know it's not exactly in Pasadena, but obviously, you know, Scott wants to see it. Steven, everybody would want to see those statues. I know where it's at. I've seen the statues. So, and then of course it's like right in where there's a restaurant, there's a Yard House right there. We can grab a drink, we can grab some food, we could do something like that. But I think that's what we're kind of thinking about when it comes to a fan meetup, and maybe, yeah, get some pictures with the statue. It's about 12 miles away from Pasadena. So, but we'll just like I said, follow on Twitter if you're going to be there, make sure you're following, and we'll give more details when it comes to that. So, yeah, we'll be right there. Russ, always a ray of sunshine in the frickin' in the chat, right? Always a ray of sunshine, Rush. Always. But yeah, so there you go. That's the details when it comes to that. And yes, and you see Nighthawk's. You see Nighthawk's comment right there. Yes, it was her idea. It was her idea. Hey, she's smart. What can I say? What can I say? She's a smart one. She's a smart one. She brought up that idea to be like, hey, you should meet up where the Jim Lee statue is. And I was like, that's a really good idea. So when I told it to the guys, they were like, that's a good idea. So hopefully you guys think that's a good idea as well. So just saying. Just saying. That's that came from Miss Nighthawk. Because I was thinking, I'm like, where could we do a meetup? So there you go. Jim Lee statue. Oh yeah, no, it was good. It was good. CinemaCon, Universal Disney. What happened? Well, I know the Universal one was still happening right now, but yeah, we got some more things that are happening. Well, you know, when it comes to Disney, let's face it. I mean, they showed their slate right here, which is just this right here, spring. You know, we already know pretty much most of these movies, and not all of them are like Disney movies. Like A Haunting in Venice is just a sequel to Mr. Hercules. You know, Death on the Nile. What was the Murder on the Orient Express? So we got that. We got Mr. Kenneth Branagh that's shown back. And it's got Michelle Yeoh in it. Saw the trailer. Looks pretty cool. We got The Creator, The Wish, and then Next Goal Wins. They released that trailer as well. So not like too much when it came to you know, showing the slate right there. But you know, they showed some footage when it comes to Migration, that duck animated film. When it came, you know, when it comes to, oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. Let's look at Disney first, because that was first. So when it came to Wish, apparently Chris Pine is going to be voicing King Magnifico. So Chris Pine back again. They showed a new look at the Haunted Mansion. They showed some footage when it came to that. They talked about cameos. Like, there's going to be cameos throughout the Haunted Mansion. And I was just like, what is Tony Stark's freaking ghost going to be there? All right. Anyways, and then 20 minutes of Pixar's Element now shown also. So there was that. Then, of course, like I said, The Haunting in Venice was released. Looks good. Gareth Edwards, he made the Creator. That was talked about, which is a film follows love story during a war between humans and AI. So that does sound interesting. Definitely does. So what else was happening during the Disney? That's pretty much it. I mean, what I showed you. I mean, and then you got The Next Goal Wins, which is Taika Waititi. But I think this is where Taika actually shines, when it's not Thor related. So, just saying. And then, of course, you have the Universal one that just happened, right? Pretty recently, actually. You know, like I said, Warner Brothers really won CinemaCon, which, of course, they were going to do that for screening The Flash and everything. Jason Blum says original stories and returning franchises need each other to coexist, apparently, you know? And they actually talked about The Exorcist Believer. That's right. There's going to be an Exorcist movie that's coming out, and it's just like, okay. From another idea from Green to reinvent, restart an iconic franchise. So yeah, they gave a little first look, and people that were responding saying it's pretty fucked up stuff. And then Jack Black apparently came on also to talk about Kung Fu Panda 4. I don't think I've seen a Kung Fu Panda movie, to be honest. But Mike Mitchell's going to be directing that. So, but yeah, there was talk about that. And then, of course, we have... I mean, there wasn't really much when it came to Universal. I mean, like, at first when it came to Universal, they were talking about Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan was actually there talking about Oppenheimer and said that a new trailer is going to be showing up with Guardians of the Galaxy in 2 weeks. So when you go see Guardians of the Galaxy, you're going to see an Oppenheimer, new Oppenheimer trailer. So look forward to that. But yeah, that was one of the first things too. So, and then, of course, talking about Saw X and everything. But yeah, main thing, like, I think a lot of people were talking about was Oppenheimer. And apparently there was even a brief glimpse of Wicked, the movie for Wicked, you know, talking about, you know, the Wicked Witch of Oz, was also there too. So, yep, that's pretty much it when it comes to anything new that happened today at CinemaCon. Like I said, yesterday was the big day when it came to Warner Brothers and the screening and the trailer and all that. But, yeah, not much. Oh, yeah, actually, they are talking about, yeah, Vin Diesel's there, of course. Oh, we also have the Ethan Cohen talked about drive-away dolls. So that's interesting. Includes Margaret Qualley and Gwen, I'm not even going to say names, Pedro Pascal. Yeah. A dangerous road trip against criminals who are after them. Okay, interesting. And then Vin Diesel on stage talking about Fast and Furious is the longest running motion picture franchise with the same actors. Yeah, you're missing one. The one that we all liked there, Vinny. Anyways, yeah, you know how I feel about all that. But yeah, Fast X Part 2. Yeah, that's right. Fast X Part 2. So technically Fast and Furious 11, they're calling it Fast X Part 2. All right. And didn't they just hire writers? Or maybe they already had the writers hired, but I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I'm still going to watch the movie, but I'm so over this franchise. Really am. You guys know I'm over the franchise. Really am over it. But, yeah. But yeah, so that's what they talked about. I forget. I was like, oh yeah, duh. Fast and Furious is part of Universal. Which, I give it to them. They're killing it right now. And then, of course, this movie's probably going to make $1 gajillion. It's fine. I'm just over it. But I'm not one of those people that I'm going to be like, yeah, but these, I'm not going to do what people are doing with The Flash and try to shit on it. Kind of give it backhanded compliments. Not going to do that, at least. Not going to do that. Take it easy, Roger. All right. James Gunn and Superman Legacy, again. Just going to talk about it anytime he talks about it, why not? And he's been talking about it because obviously he's been a lot of interviews when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy, but they always got to sneak that in here. And the Hollywood Reporter really has a super long article that talking to him, Chris Pratt, talking about things and the emotional goodbye, because obviously this is the last Guardians movie, at least with James Gunn. Who knows what's going to be happening with the cast? I think some of them are not going to be doing it anymore, but hey, talking about all that. But obviously it was brought up, and there's actually video. You could see this as well. So if you actually look at right here, I already have it to the spot that I want to, but you can see the little video down here where, they're being interviewed right there. And I don't know, man, James Gunn, he's doing that. I don't know why the new style is to wear a baggy suit. I think Robert Pattinson kind of wore that. Somebody else did too. But it's like, yeah, if you're kind of like a lean dude, like a tall, skinny dude, let's wear like a size, 3 sizes too big of a suit. I think that's like the new thing. But yeah, and you got Chris Pratt, fitted perfectly, looking fine. But yeah, he says right here, Gunn estimates 60% of his waking hours over the past decade have been spent thinking about Guardians movies. Yet, even as Volume 3 takes its final steps and he and the cast embark on the promotional world tour, he is already sizing up another franchise, arguably the biggest challenge of his career, Superman Legacy, the first film out of Gunn and Safran's DC Studios slate. The tone and reception will set the stage for years of movies to follow, coming after Gunn and Safran opt to leave fan favorite actor Henry Cavill's iteration of the character behind. But he's not universally loved, according to KC. He's a fan favorite, though. I guess that could be a little different. There have been only 2 standalone movies starring the hero this century, gearing up to shoot the superhero movie in January, so I guess that's confirmed. He is now in process of casting. With the Guardians films, he took obscure and treachery, I don't know, I can't read words sometimes, Marvel characters few knew and gave them a new spin. So here's his quote right here when talking about taking on characters like that and then taking on Superman. It's easier to take a character nobody knows, like the Guardians or Peacemaker, and then do whatever you want with them. People in every single country in the world know the story of Superman. It's one reason he turned down the Superman film in 2018. 2018, crazy. He didn't have a take. Now he says he does. And that's what kind of gives me confidence. But then at the same time, it's like, maybe they gave him, on the Patreon stream, William actually talked about it. It's like, no, they gave him status. So maybe that's why he took it on. How can I make it different from the Superman movies that have been made so far, but also have it respect all the Superman movies that have been made so far? You know, so it's like, how do you make it different? How do you respect those films? So it just took me some time to try to figure it out. The movie won't be a comedy, he says. Yeah, everybody keeps on saying, it's going to be dick and fart jokes, dick and fart jokes, dick and fart jokes. It's like, nope, I don't think he wants to really do some of that. Sure, there's going to be some funniness in there, and the jokes probably all won't land, but hey. And it's not like he's going to make Superman one of the quirky characters he is famous for. Gunn is intent on making a sincere superhero movie. Okay, I like that. At Marvel, the ever-positive Feige acknowledges that it is sad to see Gunn go. Are you sure about that, Feige? Are you sure? I'm just kidding. The men still talk often, and as Feige notes, I'll be the first in line to see anything he does, and Superman is a very important character to me and the genre. So, there you go. There's some quotes right there. But there was a quote, I'm not sure exactly where it was in the article, but I remember a lot of people were passing it around because I'm not sure if maybe it wasn't even in the article, but I think it actually was. But then he did say, he talked about, where is it at? Oh, I got the wrong thing open right here. Sorry. I opened up the wrong page, and for some reason that page is loading up a little too slowly. But he talked about something, and I saw some people, because, again, there are people that just absolutely, James Gunn says anything. James Gunn breathes, and they're just like, they just get upset. Like, I can't imagine hating somebody. Yeah, sure, you can hate some people, but I'm just like, man, just hate everything. But anyways, he talks about how he relates to Superman. And he says, I completely relate to Superman because he's everything I am. Whoa! How dare you, sir? He's everything you are? He's somebody who is an outsider who feels like an alien, but also the ultimate insider because he's fucking Superman. And that's kind of like what I feel like. Okay, so he's relating to Superman. But yeah, I saw some people just like taking that quote and be like, what the hell, man? What's up with this guy? What's up with this guy? It's James Gunn. He's got an ego. He's arrogant. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never met the guy, but he probably does. He's a director. He's in Hollywood. What can he do? So yeah, a lot of people were taking that quote. They didn't like that quote. So, but he's gonna, of course. He's talking about trying to make Superman relatable. So that's gonna be interesting. But again, I'm just kind of curious, what happened in his brain to make him want to actually take on the Superman script? What did he figure out that he can make it somewhat different, and then of course respect the previous films? That's the challenge right there. That is the absolute challenge. So we'll see. Like I said, he wasn't my choice to take on Superman for sure. I thought he should do The Authority. That seemed like it fit for him a little bit more, and I was hoping for somebody else, but hey, whatever. What can he do? That's all he can do. All right, let's get to questions now. Let me do the YouTube. Let me see YouTube questions, and then I'll ask you guys. You want to we'll do like a quick little session of questions. What the hell? Sorry. All right, so we got some under the YouTube post. RAVF says, is Snyder hosting some kind of Snyderverse event? Yes. Where you been? It's happening this weekend. Yes. Yeah. Somebody, that's pretty funny. Game City Savior said, did you watch the Beast Boy episode of Titans? It's very comic booky. I could hear they used the voice of Dr. Fate from Smallville, by the way. It's Tom Welling's Smallville birthday today. So happy birthday to Tom Welling. But I saw the clip, but I have yet to watch this season of Titans. So this season of Titans. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's make sure everything's good. Let's hope Andy Signoir is not in my mentions again. I would never crawl into that guy's mentions. Actually, let me see something here. Okay. I saw I had some messages. I'm like, that motherfucker did not unblock me. And yeah, because I would not be surprised if he... There's been times where he's commented on my stuff under his movie Popcorn Planet, you know, stupid ass YouTube thing. So I was just kind of wondering, like, is that guy going to be, you know, is he around? Good God. Ugh. It's like, no, Andy, I don't want to talk to you ever. I was just making a comment, and your ego is so fucking fragile. Talk about a fragile ego, man. Jeez. But look at him. Anyways. All right, here. So, Phil, which Phil will be at the event, which will be great to meet him in person. Did you have a good hump day? It was decent. I didn't really do much daytime work because, you know, things or whatever. But yeah, pretty cool. It was all right. Eric, yo, Dave. So speaking of Little Mermaid publicity tour, they released this image of Ariel and her sisters. Yeah. So what's this say about King Trident? Trident, exactly. Goes to show that he knocked up everyone, all different races and everything. I guess is that he's pretty promiscuous. He's getting some flipper action. I don't know how do mermaids reproduce? I don't know. All right, Darkness under the wind. Dave, do you believe that James could possibly direct more projects in the DCU if he couldn't find people that know anything about the characters of a project like Brave and the Bold, Authority, or Booster Gold? Yeah, but would he really want to? I mean, he's already doing Superman. Superman's a big, huge... Superman's setting the fucking tone, so he's got to find somebody to direct that other stuff. Deuce. Hey, Dave, will you be meeting up with Scott at Full Circle and doing a vodka stream? Not only be meeting up with Scott, we'll be bunking. We'll be in the same house. So look forward to that. Picking him up at the airport. Okay. Since this is the last ride, can we ask Snyder if he could show us the dark scene where Clark tries to search for Martha and BVS and hears all the crime in Metropolis since it was shot? It wasn't Metropolis, it was Gotham City that he was listening to. I believe that's what it was. And no, don't expect that. Don't expect that, because that seems like that would be a heavily CG scene. I think when it comes to showing anything more when it comes to BVS, we're not going to see any more footage when it comes to BVS. Ray, I have a good feeling about this event. Some big announcement will be made. What big announcement will be made? Because I already know that you're thinking it's going to be some kind of Snyderverse. I mean, yeah, okay, that would be sweet if it was like Snyderverse graphic novel or animation. That'd be pretty sweet. But as far as I can tell, it's not about big announcements. It's about the celebration. There's going to be people that are going to be disappointed, probably, because there wasn't any like big announcement or something. I don't know. Kenny, Dave, do you think at some point we will see Green Lantern and Black Canary in the DCU? Yes. I love Oliver Queen, a.k.a. Green Arrow, so much as a character, and he's amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will. Charlie Hunnam, will it be? Devon Wooter, Dave, I hope Jamie Foxx is okay. Did you hear he was in the hospital? Yeah, talked about it. And you should do a video about your Blu-ray collection and posters. Yeah, I don't really have a big Blu-ray collection right now because I went straight digital. But I do want to get into physical media. But yeah, I mean, I got posters and stuff. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people have seen those as well. Mr. Mendez, hi, Dave. Do you think the reason The Flash still has unfinished CGI is because of Gunn and Safran's management's demand for reshoots, additional scenes in the recent months? I think it would have to do probably, well, I don't think there was like that many stuff. I think it's just the very end. According to my information, it's just kind of like the very end when it comes to that. Gunn admitted to guiding and giving notes. Yeah, I'm sure there's guiding. There's like, when it comes to the ending of it, sure. Jeff Schneider spoke of the confusing third act as well. Yeah, well, if you're listening to Jeff Schneider, I have news for you. You shouldn't be listening to Jeff Schneider. That guy's also a fucking idiot. Just like the Signor. Mr. Nobody. Hey, Dave, I'm looking forward to Superman Legacy. Super excited and a little worried, but I'm still hopeful. I'm kind of right there with you. I know you mentioned Brainiac as a villain, which would be an obvious and great choice, but wouldn't it be better if we get a more grounded villain for the first film and then work our way up to Brainiac, especially since Brainiac is more of a Justice League level threat? With that in mind, who would you like to see as the first villain outside of Brainiac and Zod? What, Metallo maybe? I mean, Metallo was supposed to be in BVS at one point. For the record, they could introduce Brainiac as a background character who's pulling the strings, and that would be good too. So yeah, it could be like a Metallo or something like that. It's really what I'm like thinking of, when it comes to low key, like a little more. I mean, that's not really as grounded though. I mean, I guess. I mean, they're going to have a Lex Luthor in there, right? But we've seen Lex Luthor to death. Rebel Moon Hype. Hi, Dave. Do you think Zack will officially announce a theatrical release for Zack Snyder Justice League? No, I don't think that's happening either. Sorry, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer when it comes to that, but I mean, there's distribution costs. Now, I mean, if you're doing it for charity, you could do like some certain things like that. But when it comes to distributing all this stuff, I don't think that's happening. Hey, Mama Film Junkie's here, and so is Scott McClellan. Scott, I'm gonna steal your suitcase. I don't know if you guys saw Scott posted his suitcase. It's a Batman suitcase. It's awesome. I'm like, God damn it, I want that. All right, let's go. Let's do a little. We'll do a little quick. Ask me some questions. I'll pull them up right now. And we'll do that to wrap this stream up for the week. Dave, you're just being realistic. That's something. Yeah, I know, right? I live in the real world, guys. Yeah, I know. It's like, jeez. It's I know. It's just like, okay. I mean, there's gonna be some people that are gonna be disappointed because either they listen to people who are trying to scoop this damn event. Yeah, it's just going to be a lot of ugh, But anyways. Patrick Childs. Didn't Netflix recently say they have no interest in theatrical? Did they really recently say that? I think there's going to be some. There's got to be some, right? And I think Zack is going to try to do his best to get Rebel Moon out there when it comes to theatrical, because he loves the theatrical experience. What is the atomic weight of tungsten? All right. Thank you, Russ. Okay. But play. All right. So, all right. If you guys don't want to ask, any questions asked, we could just end it right meow. Come on, guys. Where do I get that shirt? Love it, man. Oh, where did I get this shirt? I got it at Hot Topic. I got this at Hot Topic when the Batman came out. So I would say look online, look on Amazon. So, yeah, that's where I got it. I got it at Hot Topic. Let's see, anything? Dave, Zack talked about his Western in the Russo brothers universe. So you think we'll get an announcement about that soon? I mean, I think he's kind of busy with a lot of other things right now. He's going to be shooting Rebel Moon Part 3, and he's got A Planet of the Dead, so I don't know if that's going to be... I think he's just talking about how he'd like to do that, so that probably won't be for a while, I would imagine. Dave, would you want Lex Luthor to be a side villain? And yes, I would like a Lex Luthor presence, but don't have him be the main villain. And build him up, yeah, that's what I'd like. Stephanie. Dave, do you think Full Circle would be the announcement of the Snyderverse being seen? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen, Stephanie. 100%. He's going to announce that. Netflix is buying the license. How much coffee are you bringing tomorrow? I have a lot. I know, we got to think about that. We need some coffee. X-Fire. Do you think we'll ever see the extra deleted scenes from BVS, like the one where Superman flies? So, yeah, I just talked about that. I don't think we'll ever see that, no. I think what we got in the Ultimate Cut, that's it. That's all, I think that's all we're going to pretty much get, so. Is Christopher Walken, is he in Rebel Moon? Will he be funny or serious? I mean, come on. We got robots. We got... I don't know what's happening. We got a guy named Blood Axe. We got Charlie Hunnam with a hood on that's kind of green. I don't get it. There you go. Just busting out my Christopher Walken impression right there. So let's see. We got another one. What heroes, characters, DC or Marvel, would you love to see get the animated series? I mean, they could do a Green Arrow one. Speaking of Green Arrow, that'd be kind of sweet. Question, instead of Brainiac, do you think the Eradicator, or Metallo as? Yeah, I was thinking Metallo, but yeah, it's also the Eradicator. You can actually have that too, but I think Metallo would be pretty sweet, especially when it comes to, robotics. I don't know, I think that would be, it was already going to be teased. There was already concept art of that too. Superman and Lex Luthor team up versus alien AI. Ooh, see, I like that. Will Ray Fisher be back in DC? I don't think so. I think he's done. I think he's pretty much done. Bye, Steph. Army of the Dead had a theatrical run, right? Yes, it did. I watched it in the movie theater. I watched it at my movie theater right over here, and really loved it. Let's see. Dave, in Zach's chat with the Nerd Queens, was silent on who he would want to pencil. Oh, yeah, Snyder versus graphic novel. Who do you think? Oh, Bermejo, man. Lee Bermejo, man. That's what I just love his. But Jim Lee, too. I would like to, if Jim Lee does it, that'd be funny, so. Let's see. Yeah, I personally would like to see. But, Zach probably wouldn't. He does sketches, but yeah, maybe you would have one panel or something like that. That Walken impression is what got him laid. See, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. Thank you, Steph. That's how you, get to a woman's heart or in her pants, apparently. Just bust out the Walken. Come on. What are we doing here? Dave, could you see a Nightwing TV show take place in the DCU? Well, I still want to see the movie, but hey, Dave, you think Zach's Rebel Moon could possibly overtake Star Wars in the near future? I would hope so, but we'll see. Hey, Dave, will Zach's last photograph film ever get made, or is that... I don't know. That could be a question to be asked. Yeah, sure. Send it to me. Zach's sketches are better than most. Yeah, true. Would Zach shoot a DC movie for Gunn? I mean, he says that they're buddies. I mean, that could be a possibility in the future, too. You just never know. All right, guys. All right. Well, that was fun. Do a little question run. Like I said, if you want to ask more and get a little bit more stuff, well, we'll be doing a members-only stream right after this, so... Let's go ahead and wrap this stream up. Thank you, guys. Like I said, there's not going to be a vodka stream this Friday because, the screening and Q&A will be running pretty late. So, but maybe we'll do, I'm going to talk to the guys. Maybe we'll do something Saturday morning or Saturday during the day. And then look forward to, a meetup that we want to do, too, like I told you. We're thinking, of course, where the Jim Lee Batman statue is and the new Wonder Woman statue. So we'll be talking about that. Keep it posted. We'll figure all that out. Like I said, picking up the guys tomorrow night, technically Friday morning, so we'll be talking about where everything's going to be happening. So follow us. Scott's going to be doing some vlogging. I'll be posting videos. It's going to be a good time. So do all that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'll be posting things here as well, short videos. But yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes to streaming. Oh yeah, Rhea's going to be there too. Rhea, going to be meeting Rhea. I saw that she got her ticket, so it's going to be nice to meet with her. And hopefully, hey, maybe she'll want to stream, have a chat as well. So looking forward to meeting you in person there, Rhea. So, all right, guys. Members, look forward to the link in your streams. Everybody else, you'll see me this weekend. We'll talk to you this weekend and all that. So, all right, guys. Love ya. Talk to you later.